Well, the paint job on my Q50 is finally done. I just started her up to warm up a little bit. I'm going to be doing the next thing on her right now. So she came back from the paint shop right before my anniversary vacation, so I couldn't get to her, and then I got a little sick. As you can hear, my voice is still not back. And yeah, painted it black on the roof and black trunk, so it'll match the black carbon fiber fenders and hood, which are real, and they're vented. Yes, real vents on carbon fiber hood and fenders. And the only issue right now I'm having is had to top her off of coolant. She's at maximum level right now, but when I started her up today, when I came, she was under the minimum level, so I topped off whatever coolant, which isn't much actually. Hopefully, since I put new radiators and stuff and lines in her, as you saw in my previous videos, is the cause of why I'm losing a little bit of coolant. So hopefully, you know, after she runs here and here, so everything settles and I'm not actually leaking any coolant. But if she's leaking coolant after I'm done building her, she's gonna have to go to a shop to diagnose why she's leaking some coolant, because it ain't good. She's not going into the oil though if she's leaking coolant. Oil is actually very clean and how it's supposed to be. Now, I bought brakes for her. Brake pads and rotors, performance brake pads and rotors. I'm gonna cut open the boxes carefully to work on her. And here's the problem. The previous owner, I mean, it's a salvage title car, has taken the locking nut. Right there, that nut that locks. I don't have that, I don't have the lug nut for it. So you're gonna have to probably weld it to a socket or something and then unscrew it. And I need to find brand new lug nuts, because here's the idiots that's from Gorilla that sent me the lug nut. I'll show you the idiots from Gorilla. Like, what, I mean, this is not the right size. And look at this right here. Watch this. Watch this. What the heck is this? Like, seriously, what the heck is this? It's not even the right size, and it's not gonna fit at all. Completely wrong. So I'm gonna have to go get the original lug nuts from like a parts store and buy extra coolant as well. Hopefully they got that. If not, I'm gonna have to be riding around 4 lug nuts until I get lug nuts for her. So it's kind of dumb. You know, the wheels, I'm not gonna show them to you yet, but the wheels that I put on there, they actually fit. So I have no idea why they sent me those kind of lug nuts from Tire Rack or wherever I bought it from. So yeah, and as far as the inside, I gotta keep the windows open because, well, let's just say AC don't work yet. I mean, we've got the airbags installed, so at least that's a positive. I got not airbags. Yeah, I did get the airbags installed, but the seatbelts now work, so I'm legal on that part. And yeah, and if we're gonna be driving, I'm gonna show you a sound that this car makes, and I'm thinking it's something to do with the brakes. Either something is dragging, touching. I know the actual brake thing here is messed up, so like it don't work. I'm gonna have to fix the parking brake for it. But yeah, that's how she looks so far. So I also gotta attach the churn signal on the driver's side yet on the front. So quite a bit of work yet to do. Hopefully get to finish it soon. But hey, if this is not your style, so be it. But this is my style of a car right now being modified. I don't know if you guys can pick up.
Turn left onto South Dean Street, then turn right onto East Henry Street.
And then when I hit the brakes, like, it goes away. But you can hear it. Now, sometimes it's there, sometimes it don't.
Turn right onto East Henry Street.
It almost sounds like a, I don't know, something to do with the brakes, because it just depends. I have to figure out what, I don't know what it is. I got to lift the car for that. And of course, got the brake light on because the brake lights are messed up. Well, right now what I have done is lifted the car, have a second person listen to what that sound is right there. If you hear it in the back, lifted the car and taking off the brakes, and the rear wheels are just spinning in the air. We're trying to figure out what that sound actually is right now. So got her on the frame machine now. We trying to diagnose the sound that it's doing. It's most likely what's happening is the fact that this cable right over here is going somewhere to that cover right by the, I don't know, the differential is, and when the axle and differential is spinning, what essentially is happening is it's hitting this severed parking brake cable because the forklift that severed it when I picked it up from auction. But anyways, yeah, that's what's going on. And now looking back at the exhaust I have, my future actually, basically what I want the people to do is to remove these resonators over here and put an X pipe in it or something like that, and then put my cutouts on here and here. And basically, essentially, with the cutouts sitting here, I'm gonna run the straight pipe side up here and into here, so I can still keep the muffler intact. So, changing out the parking brake cable, and this was the first step, is you gotta disassemble that piece with the spring up there. Now we're just putting it back in the hole, and then once we somehow put the spring back in there, we would have to you know, go by the line of the old parking brake cable and take that out and put the new parking brake cable in. Well, that was one rotor, brand new rotor, one performance brake pads installed, 3 more to go, and just put a cardboard underneath. Going to be going underneath the car, and we are going to be changing the parking brake cable that we installed already, and we got to, this is the old one we got to take off, and that's the new one down there. Okay, so brake cables, we took the cover down from where the drive shaft is at. Here's the brake cables right there. And the little piece, where's the little piece that was? It was basically hitting the drive shaft and making a whole bunch of rackets. So hopefully there's nothing damaged right now. Just gotta replace one of the lines and then connect the other one back. And then we should actually be good to go. Yeah. So, with unfortunate news, I just got to the blower motor because our AC is not currently running. Got to the blower motor and I got some bad news. It don't want to work, and the reason was, it's probably my mistake. There was a mouse nest in there with a whole bunch of stuff in there. Found this piece of food in there. Not sure what that is. Probably bread or something, I don't know. But anyway, took everything out, tried to get it to run, it wouldn't run. So got this off now. And like it's spins, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna unplug it and connect it directly to battery to see if it's the motor. If it is, brand new motor costs anywhere from $170 to $220, so hopefully I can find one used somewhere because it's ridiculous. And yeah, really, AC don't work without that technically. So went around checking fuses everywhere. Apparently 2 blown fuses of the blower motor were blown. So gonna put back the fuse box now and gonna power on the car and see if the blower motor works. All right, and we got air conditioning. So at wheel number 2, the front, already finished the back. I connected a lot of stuff. The parking brake cable is all brand new and connected. This is pretty straightforward to take out when you unbolt everything. Put the rotor back in, and this you have to bolt back up, and you unscrew the bottom of this, and this whole thing lifts so you can change the brakes. The front a little different than the back. So I'm gonna connect this trim piece to this carbon fiber fender yet with finding the proper clips. I don't have the clips. Connecting the turn signal here. The clip for the turn signal was severed, so we're using a different method of like wires to connect it to the turn signal. After that, I'm gonna grab the plastic and just plastic everything up, and yeah, hopefully it won't take too long to do. Okay, I got the plastic underbody all connected, zip tied and bolted on. Time to show you all what I've been dealing with. Got all the plastics covered on. It's all good, protected, everything. Gotta put the wheel back on this one and back on this one, and then we are actually good to go driving this Infiniti with performance rotors and brakes. The only thing left to do after I get all this done is I would need to charge the AC, do a transmission flush, change the wheels and tires, and do the exhaust yet, and then some other stuff, but that's just the main stuff I have to get to. Well, everything, all the wheels are put back on. All is left to do is a nice little test drive. So doing this test drive is driving beautifully right now, no issues, not making a single sound. The only problem I have right now with this is the fact that the brake light is on right there on my dash. Brake light, not sure why. We fixed everything, brakes are released. I tried unplugging the battery, plugging it back in, still doing the same thing. I really don't know. Maybe a computer's already said it'll do it. I honestly don't know. At least it's not beeping and saying, hey, your brake light, your brake is on. So, I mean, I could sell this car like that. It's not gonna be that, easy to sell because of that, but it's still sellable. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 turn right. This particular package, driving a temp in the 6 Series.